So welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Hannah, my friend.
Hi.
And we're going to be doing a rant video about all these freaking clowns. I mean, do you even understand this phenomenon going on?
No, not in the least.
I mean, I heard it started in the States. Apparently clowns were luring kids into forests or whatever, and yeah, just progressed from there, and everybody's freaking buying costumes. I heard that there's been a 300% increase in clown costumes. Are you aware of this?
Okay, well, the first that I heard of this was the other day at work. My coworker comes into the break room and she's like, "How do you feel about clowns?"
That's an odd question.
And I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of indifferent to them. I'm not afraid of them. I don't get why people are. And she's like, so in Prince George, there was this scare that if they didn't shut down Halloween at the school, that they were gonna bomb the school. The clowns were gonna bomb the school.
Side note, we kind of live about 6 hours away from Prince George, and I also heard here where we live, pretty small town, that clowns have been spotted too, and I'm just like, how the hell is this everywhere now? I think as far as I know, it's been the US mainly, Canada, and parts of Europe. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but
I've just been seeing a lot of clown-related videos on YouTube and not understanding where the whole craze started from.
What do you think you would do if you saw a clown on the side of the road, or just while you're walking or something?
If it was just while I was walking, I'd probably ignore it. If it was on the other side of the road, I'd probably look at it and continue on my merry way.
Oh, I swear, I wouldn't hit it because I know legally that's wrong. But I would definitely not be nice. I'd be like, I don't know, I don't even know what I would do, but
I'm not scared of clowns, and my first reaction to seeing a clown is not negative at all. So I just keep going.
It's not even the scare factor, it's the factor that they are trying to, or some of them at least, are trying to lure kids into creepy ass situations, and I don't know what the fuck they would do, but probably something really bad.
I don't know, I feel like I'm personally smart enough not to be lured in by someone, especially dressed in a costume, trying to convince me to go somewhere that I know isn't safe. So even if they did do that, if they were trying to do that, I would just make a note of what they were wearing. And I don't know, when I was a kid, I was always taught, no matter what the person looks like, if you don't know them, you don't go with them.
But there's always that one person who's dumb enough to do that.
In my opinion, they deserve it. Would I be the clown? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
would you go out and buy a costume and do that?
I totally would.
I mean,
I wouldn't do anything wrong. I wouldn't try and creep a kid into the forest or whatever. But I would totally buy a clown costume and just stand off in the distance and stare at people. Or I would perpetuate the scary clown stereotype because I'm not buying into it.
To a point, if it's generally no clowns are doing anything, whatever, just be careful. It's still creepy as hell. But since you hear these stories where there have been clowns who are carrying around weapons like machetes and shit like that, I don't know, it just kind of makes every clown a possible threat.
I don't think that's true. I think depending on the situation, if you're in some place where a clown has no business to just be hanging out, then yeah, it's unnerving. But if it's in a place just in public, where there are other people, or a place where a clown would be, a birthday party or a bowling alley or whatever, I don't see the fear.
Well, yeah, those type of situations, you would think if they're inside and whatever, if it's a scenario where it's seems like a clown should be there, then I agree. I don't think there's any need to fear. But outside, you would have to think, why are they just wandering around in costume? Not very close to Halloween. I mean, that's close, but not. Come on, it's what, 20 days away. So
I don't know, what's today, the 6th? 7th?
the 8th.
Close enough, whatever.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think it's so stupid how it's blowing up, and I think it's gonna get even worse.
Well, that's the thing. It's people, I guess, like me, who hear that people are freaking out over scary clowns, and the fact that there is a genuine fear of clowns, and people are going to take advantage of it, and they're going to dress up as clowns and go hang out in sketchy locations to scare people.
Yeah, no, it's definitely true. They hear like, oh, like, I want to be a part of this, and they have to just kind of realize, like, even if the majority of them aren't doing anything necessarily bad, that they can get lumped with the bad people who are doing this. Like, people don't necessarily look at it like, oh, he isn't doing anything, it's fine. People will look at the past stories like, oh, there were clowns who were carrying machetes or luring kids into whatever, and they'll be like, oh, he could be that, so I'm gonna call the cops on him. So there could be,
it's like that whole clown hunt thing,
punishment
and the
for
police telling people not to take it into their own hands when they see a clown. Like, I think people need to separate their fear of clowns from this phenomenon that's happening recently.
It's a human nature, I would think, to like listen to people who, or look at these stories and see, even like if not all the clowns are doing stuff that is dangerous or whatever, they hear like some are, and they just want to take that precaution. Even if it's like that 500 student mob in like, I don't remember what state, but they heard that there were like,
ridiculous that
they
people
heard,
are doing that.
Yeah, no, they heard that there were, I think, 3 clowns on campus, and like 500 students just went out to search for the 3 clowns and didn't find anything because I think it was a hoax, but
I don't know.
it's crazy. I think people should just think about it rationally.
If you see a clown out of context, don't jump to the conclusion that it's some evil killer clown. Don't let this whole idea that clowns are something to be afraid of and you should hate them.
Yeah, it's very true. I think generally most of the clowns are harmless. Just be cautious, I would say, and don't assume like they're out to kill you. They're usually just wanting to jump on this phenomenon, I guess.
I don't know, I say don't like let it slide past like nothing, but don't overreact either. A clown is just a person in a costume. You wouldn't lose it over a person in any other costume. It's just because it's a phenomena. It's a fear. It's something that people do to get a rise out of people.
Exactly, and like to give into that is like eating everything, and I just think that's not something we need to do. Like, it's very unprogressive. So anything else that you would want to add?
Please, don't hurt clowns, don't attack clowns, don't report clowns. They just are doing their job. If you're really unnerved and if the situation is really off, yeah, take note of it. If you're genuinely fearing for your safety, maybe let the police know. But don't go overboard. Don't see a clown and physically hurt or attack them.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Just obviously just take into consideration the environment. Like, if a clown would seem plausible there, and like if they're carrying a weapon, be like at a kid's birthday party, if they even have a fucking weapon, just report them.
Don't report them if they're at a birthday party.
But if they have a weapon, you know.
What if it's a play weapon? What if it's
No,
part
I mean
of
like
their
a real
routine?
weapon. If you notice that it's a real weapon.
What the hell kind of parent would a clown with a weapon into their kid's party?
Maybe it's a psychopath clown, you know? Like,
What if it's a psychopath parent to let the fucking clown in with a weapon?
No.
They see the clown getting out of their clown car or whatever with a fucking machete or a machine gun or whatever, and then there's, oh yeah, you know, come hang out with my kid. Teach you how to use a fucking machete.
I don't know. Just, yeah. That's all I can say. But
Don't trust or distrust clowns any more than you trust or distrust any other person.
well, thank you for joining me on this rant video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to me and to Hannah. I'll leave all our links down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Just
I'm pregnant.
Hannah, I worded well.
You do. You word well. You're the most eloquent person.
She's nice, isn't she? You know what, I can cut everything out if I want to.
I know.
Just have you inside.
She's talking to a fucking ghost. Just get this like still shot recording of my couch and you just like cut it off here.
Yeah. And like I'm responding.
You're just having a conversation with nothing and the viewers will be like, what the actual fuck? And you'll be like, I'm talking to the voices in my head.